Hello and welcome to another Pick a Card reading. I'm Alyssia from Adelaide Reiki. I've chosen 3 cards for you today to get some guidance on perhaps your energy or something you need to focus on at this time. I've chosen my cards from Daily Guidance from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. And moving left to right, we have card 1 on the left, card 2 in the center, and card 3 on the right. So just taking a moment to tune in and feel which card you are most drawn to. Fantastic. So you can click forward on the timestamps below if you want to go to your chosen pile. Please don't forget to like and subscribe this video so I can continue to create content and that you won't miss any future readings. Moving on to pile 1 now. Card number 1, we have Steady Progress. So this is a beautiful card from the angels, just to remind you that you are moving forward, even though it may not be at the speed that you wish at times, but know that you are making steady progress overall as a soul. I do feel that those that have chosen this card, I feel like you have a higher purpose. And when I say a higher purpose, I mean that you're here to do something big for the collective. And that often will entail changing things within yourself first. Now, this can be a little bit hard at times when we might see those around us moving a little bit faster on their path. But you just need that gentle reminder to know that your path is different to everybody else around you. We are all walking our own journey somewhat, and it is important for you to remember that, you know, if you feel a little bit more stagnant than those around you, try not to compare yourself. You know, I feel like those that have chosen this card, I feel like you've come in with a bit of a double purpose into this lifetime. It feels very much that you are not only healing, but you're also here to be a guiding light for others as well. So know that that's going to take a lot more time, but know that everything that you do for yourself absolutely ripples out into the collective. I want to also say for this card that you need to focus on the light. Keep focusing on what it is that you're trying to grow. Try not to become stagnant with, you know, those negative emotions or looking back at the past or, you know, feeling a little bit frustrated because things aren't moving at times. So, you know, it's good to acknowledge the darker parts or the past and the things that need healing, but you also need to keep focusing on that light and what it is that you're here to create as well. So there's a bit of a message to say you do not need to be perfect. So if you think every single thing that you do needs to be perfect or A grade, or, you know, perhaps you maybe some of you are even perhaps hung up on the way that you've behaved in the past. It's time to let that go. At any given time, you're only you know, behaving for the best of your knowledge. And if perhaps you're holding on to another's behavior, you need to try to look at that from a higher perspective as well, that person would have been behaving from the best of their knowledge at that time. I'm not making excuses for other people's behavior, but what I am saying is by taking that view and looking above and looking at any situation from a higher perspective, maybe asking yourself, what did it teach me? You know, what did I learn from any situation as well? It's going to help you progress a little bit more if you do feel stuck at times as well. I feel with this card, I feel the new is actually already incoming for you. I think you know that there is a new pathway that's opening. There's probably a lot of it's probably still happening in, you know, the energy surrounding you at the moment. But I definitely feel like that there's been a shift. I know that those new doors are going to open for you. I think it's just important to remember that you are on the right path. So that's confirmation if you've been questioning, am I on the right path at the moment? Yes, Spirit is saying you are on the right path. Keep leading from your heart space. So you'll know if something resonates with you or if it doesn't. Trust the intuition that you have as well. So your message, to recap, is yes, you are on the right path. You are having steady progress, even if it doesn't feel like, you know, you are at this moment in the 3D. Your surroundings may feel a little bit stagnant, but know that there is movement, and stop comparing yourself to others. You're on a completely different journey. If your journey seems harder than those around you, it's because you have a higher purpose. I always say the harder the path, the higher the purpose. Trust in that, and trust that you've got all the tools that you need to move forward and keep growing and progressing. So thank you, Pile 1. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you wish to receive further notification of when I upload videos. Thank you. Moving on to card number 2 now. We have Cleanse and Detoxify. So those of you who have chosen this card, this is a message from your angels asking you to take note of what in your environment is upsetting you at the moment. So I feel like you might be feeling a little bit off, those of you that have chosen this card. Some of you that could be physically. My stomach has actually started hurting as I've started this reading. So it could be that you've eaten something that's not agreeing with you, or perhaps you've been sitting still for too long and, you know, the food's not being able to digest properly. For others of you, it could be something in your environment. So it could be other people. It could be their energy that's bothering you at the moment as well. Perhaps you're around a lot of people that are creating a lot of stress for you, or perhaps those people are stressed and now that's entered your energy field. So you might like to go and ground your energy. You might like to sit in a salt bath and, you know, with the intention of releasing and cleansing other people's energy. You might like to work with white light, or even the violet flame, you know, visualizing that violet flame beneath you, allowing you to release if it is other people's energy. For some of you, it could have to do with addiction. So is there something you're addicted to? Could be, you know, alcohol, could be nicotine or chocolate, or a different type of food. Look at what it is that you're putting into your body that's potentially affecting the way that you feel. Others of you, it's going to be lights they're showing me. So it could even be, I know why they're showing me a red light. That might be specific to somebody, like a red light that's irritating your eyes. If that's the case, you know, look into the different color lights and the meanings of the different color lights and how they can affect or even heal your body. It could be an ailment within your field that needs correcting, and that light is just showing you. It can be like when we work with colors and color therapy, usually if there's a color that we don't like or it's hard for us to handle, there's a reason for that. It's usually emotionally related. So look into that if that resonates for you as well. Those of you that might be shedding old emotions, or perhaps you're holding old emotions within your body, you need to look at a way to release that as well. So it could be that you are great at physically releasing, but perhaps you're not doing so well with moving the emotions, and that could be making and creating ailments within the body as well. So not only could this have to do with your environment, but absolutely could have to do with your emotions and your mind and your mental capacity at the moment as well. I do feel that many of you have been shedding over the past 2 or 3 months, or even more than that. And when we shed and when we start to grow and expand, honestly, it's not necessarily a pretty process. So it can feel a little bit like a domino effect, like, you know, we start to shed one thing and then there's another thing, or you know, it's like opening Pandora's box sometimes, if it is emotions that you're dealing with. But, you know, I think take some time to really look at what is affecting you at this moment. If you can meditate, you know, sit in meditation, scan your body, look through your body, you know, with your eyes closed, just scan your body. What feels out? What doesn't feel right? Or is it just, you know, is it heavy in your heart? Are your emotions stuck? You know, where are you out of alignment with, not within you, just within yourself, but within the environments that you're in? Are there people that you need to still let go of? Are you holding on to something too tight and not allowing the next thing to flow for you? You know, perhaps there's toxic relationships around you. You need to get to the source of the physical, mental, emotional ailment that you might be facing at the moment, and allow yourself to be purified by changes that you make as well. So you could call on Archangel Raphael, who's a healing angel, and just ask him to help you to eliminate whatever it is that you're that's bothering you. And you know, those answers can come in so many different ways. You know, you've got to put that intention out there, but be open to the response. It could be that, you know, you see an ad for just a random thing, like for heartburn, and then you're like, oh, maybe that's what the feeling is within my chest. You know, the message coming back can come from anything really, but it also could just be an intuitive knowing as well. So just trust what you get. You could also call in Archangel Michael to ask you to remove any lower energies as well. Getting outside in nature, even working with flower therapy, they're saying, or herbs and essential oils is going to help balance your field as well at this time. So just to recap, look over what's not feeling right for you at the moment. Is it physical? Is it emotional? Is it mental? Is it spiritual? Try and look for the source of what this ailment is for you at the moment, and then make those changes. Life will get easier when you start to implement those changes, and you'll start to get back in the flow. Another thing Spirit is just saying to me at the moment is sleep. Sleep could be a big one for some of you as well, like not getting enough sleep or even sleeping too much. So take a look into that and make the changes that you need to make so you can move forward. So thank you, card number 2. Please like and subscribe if you wish to be notified upon further pick a card readings or content on my channel. Thank you. Moving on to card number 3 now. We have fresh air, and already I'm just seeing houses at the moment. So perhaps your house has been locked up, you know, air conditioner's been on, particularly if it's been hot weather lately. So first of all, you need to move the air in your house. You need to open up the windows. Secondly, if you're feeling like the energy stagnant in your house or office as well, opening up the windows is going to make a huge difference. But even working with some herbs as well, so you know, pulling out the sage or the incense, or perhaps burning some oils is going to shift the energy. My favorite go-to at the moment is using little cones of frankincense and placing it around the house. And just, you know, letting the energy shift out that way, but always opening the windows, allowing that to move. So if it's not your house though, it's absolutely perhaps your body is craving fresh air. So getting out into nature, connecting with Mother Earth, getting back into that vibration of flow of Mother Nature as well. So know that you're basically a living plant, really. Know that you need sunlight as well. So when I think so many of us fear the sun, and you know, like we've been conditioned to fear that oh no, don't go out in the sun for too long. But honestly, like, vitamin D is so essential, and you know, fresh air and the sunlight. And something I've been reading up on lately, which is really intriguing, is sunglasses, and how when we wear sunglasses, we actually are stopping the sun enabling us to absorb essential vitamins as well, so, and minerals. So have a read of that as well. Have a look up of that as well if that resonates with you as well. You'll definitely find the difference of not wearing the sunglasses all the time as well. Obviously I'm not saying to not practice, you know, sensible exposure to the sun, but maybe just be more mindful that a little bit is okay. It's actually essential for your well-being. So if you live in an apartment or, you know, a higher complex building, etc., and it's hard for you to bring the, you know, you should be able to open a window still, but if it's hard for you to get outside as much, maybe bring some nature in, you know, bring in plants, or if it's a stuffy office space, etc., bring some nature inside to where you are as well. They're also saying, and just by looking at the card as well, I'm picking up about children. So this, if this doesn't relate to you, this could relate to the children that are around you. So if you're indoors a lot because of the heat, or perhaps it's an indoor activity, or whatever it is that's going on at the moment, get the kids outside too. Like, you know, being on screens too much, particularly where I am, it's school holidays at the moment, and it's so important for the kids to be able to move, not just be stuck on these screens all day. It's not a life. It's not, you know, it's not living life staring at a screen. The kids need to develop and grow and be outdoors just as much as you do as well, and you need to be a guide for them. So that's really important to know as well. You are setting examples for this next generation of developing these good habits as well. For some of you, connecting with trees as well is going to be great for you. So even if it's just going up, sitting next to a tree for a bit, taking a journal out, or just sitting and watching, you know, connecting with nature and really bringing your body back into balance is really important for you at the moment. So you might even notice that your relationship. So if it is your house or workspace, you might notice that because the air is stale, the relationships are going to be stagnant. People are going to be more snappy. So it's really important to recognize that often, you know, our environments will absolutely impact our own energy fields and our moods and emotions as well. So it's just really, really important to get some fresh air at the moment. And just getting out into nature and rebalancing yourself. So please make some time to do that every day, whether it's hot, whether it's cold. You know, if it is really hot, make time in the morning, make time in the afternoon. Once it started to cool, just put your feet onto the earth, reconnect. I like to visualize myself really anchoring into the earth and, you know, connecting to that core of the earth as well, and then just breathing that energy back up. So it's going to make you feel a lot better. So just to recap, fresh air is needed. Definitely feeling like it's needed within the spaces that you are, whether that's home or work. You know, influencing that younger generation to get them outside as well, knowing that you are part of nature and we require, you know, the outdoors oxygen. If you can't go outdoors, bring it indoors, but also open up those windows as well. And it's really just going to shift your environment. You've probably felt cloudy. I'm feeling like whoever chosen this card, you've probably felt cloudy lately, and this is probably the problem. So, you know, connect in, back into nature, and then watch your energy feel clear and move forward. So that is what I have for card number 3. If you wish to see future videos, please like and subscribe to my channel, and then you'll be notified as new content is uploaded. So thank you so much for listening, and I'm wishing you all so much love, and I will see you next time. Bye.